Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Banished, the colonial town of Dunkertown. So, yeah, it's been a couple days, like actually almost a whole week since I played this last. There's been some comments about how apparently there's a new version of this Colonial Venture mod. I don't think it's like something I can just patch, like, you know, upgrade to it, so we're just gonna keep on playing Iron Curtain, which is the version of the mod that we're using. And then also, somebody posted on Reddit, the subreddit, Arumba07 subreddit, that apparently I'm just a moron. They didn't say that, of course. Well, plenty of people did, but the main reason why there's a discrepancy between production in, say, this, not that herbalist, this gatherer's hut versus other gatherer's hut is not necessarily just this part. Apparently, there's well, in this case, in the gatherer's hut's case, there's 3 primary components, and I cannot believe that I didn't realize how significant this was, or for some reason in my head, I just assumed that, you know, they had to live close by, and then they would do a lot of work. But turns out that when they're doing their job, step A, go get mushrooms. Step B, take it to the storage barn. And I had just kind of always assumed that somebody else did that job. But no, they do both. So you need 2 things. You need to have the house nearby, and you need to have storage nearby, which kind of in hindsight makes perfect sense. So that explains why, like, this other one had sucked so much, and possibly, maybe, why the apiary didn't really do so hot. But also, apparently, I did get some comments about it. It has been nerfed in this version of the game. But anyway, like, over here, for sure, like, part of the reason why this Gatherer's Hut sucks, well, it's not that bad. 550... It could be better. Let's just put it that way. Is because it's so far away from the storage. So what we need to do is, like, in each one of these little compounds that I've been creating, just need to get into the habit of putting a storage barn in all of them. Either a storage barn... Well, let's check the costs. Storage barn, 48 wood, 16 stone. Compare that to, like, if we're going to just use... Well, with this compound, we've got a hunter's lodge too, don't we? Or no? No, this compound is just gathering and foresting. So, wood and gathering. So in that case, we could probably get away with using a root cellar. 30, 16, and 2. So it's less wood, same amount of stone, but it also takes a little bit of metal. Again, I don't really know exactly how much these things can store. But I think it's safe to assume that a regular one would work quite well. The lack of symmetry is going to bother me, but let's go ahead and throw a storage barn in there. And then we were working down here. The last time I remember, we were trying to get these things set up. We had our builders move in. Also, we're playing on speed 5, which is totally radically different. Let's see, Gatherer's Hut. They're working on the Forester's Lodge. They've got most of the materials here. Let's also go ahead and throw in this storage barn as well. I think there's supposed to be another house on that side. That is the storage. Yeah, that'll be fine. Each one's just going to need to have a storage barn. Okay, let's let the game run. Wow, they are so fast on speed 5. Holy crap. Jeez, look at them go. Anyway, we're going to keep playing on speed 5. I think we're on speed 5, aren't we? Yeah, we are. That's just speed 5. You're just booking it. That's the other thing, too, is we have a lot more laborers. So, things are getting done. Pretty exciting. Colonial town of Dunkertown. And I think from now on, I'm pretty much just going to make stone houses. What'd you bring me? You brought nut bread, flour, and cheese bread. I see. Well, the nut bread has a cost of 1, the flour has a cost of 2. Let's buy this stuff. 250, 250, and then it's going to be, what, 125? Yeah. You can get out of here. I don't want your flour. But the edible stuff, we'll take that. And, yeah, other people have also suggested that I definitely need to get a market. I'm going to go ahead and set this to chickens, leghorns, and then split. So we can increase our population of birds. 66 there, only 50 here. I like how random birds just decide that they're gonna be the one to go. It's cool. Demon! No! He's dead! How's that even possible? He's too young to die. Alright, so let's just kind of do a bird's eye view thing here. There's citizens without jobs. You are supposed to be a herdsman. Well, I'm pretty sure that there's space to work here. Why are you jobless? Herdsman. We got 2 specified herdsmen and 2 herdsmen. Here, let's go down to... something like that. Only a maximum of 2 each. I really want to get some crops. But yes, we need a marketplace. So the problem with our current town layout is that it's mostly focused on little isolated pods, you know? A couple houses nearby, each one of these gatherers' huts, just enough to kind of survive. But we don't really have an area kind of set up for a big town. Like a lot of people to live, and I don't necessarily want it to be next to the quarry. Let's see, how much space do we have? Do we have like an area that we could actually maybe create the town in? Let's get the gatherer's hut here unpaused. We've only got 4 foresters. That's fine. 13 laborers is pretty sick. Lots of work shall be done. What is our food limit? $50,000 food. That's how much food we need. Yeah, we actually have quite a bit of stone. The main thing we're lacking is logs. There had been a comment that suggested that I should just like slash and burn, like cut half the circle, half the forest, but I think once we get all these things functional and we got them all working as foresters and we've got 4 in each one, we'll be solid. So we will bump up foresting a little bit. Let's get 6 now. Try to keep our laborer count high. We'll also need to bump up the gatherers after these things come online. I'm going to start one of these houses over here. Gerlin the Builder died during childbirth. That's pretty sad. Let's think for a second. Is there a better way to maybe lay out a pod? Knowing now that we need to fit a storage barn in. Okay, this is the Forester's Lodge. Gatherer's hut. Normally what I was doing was putting 4 houses and a little tiny bit of storage. Well, it's not gonna be symmetrical. Let's just have to get past that. We'll put a storage barn in. We'll put in a few stone houses for now. I'll actually go with 5 houses, and then let's get our stockpile. Something like that, and it couldn't hurt to have a little tiny stockpile over here as well. So we can find a spot that it will fit. I know the other one was 1x5 and that one's 1x4. It's quite alright. It shall be fine. Look at these beautiful trees. Alright, and if this gatherer's hut, or storage barn rather, could get complete, then that'll make that area quite a bit more effective. Got 4,000 food. That feels pretty good, considering our population. We are all maxed out on herbs. Let's, I guess, gather some more herbs. More ganja. Wow, we're actually at the stone limit. Well, we really don't need a stone limit. Just keep working. I want to have a nice big stockpile so I can actually do stuff. Let's also get rid of any kind of limit on logs. And iron. Okay, the large residence. I do want to start, like, okay, wherever we do end up making the town, Which I guess we could do it here, but I've put this big eyesore of a quarry right in the middle. No, I don't want it there. Could fit it here. If that hill wasn't there, this area here would be nice. I just have to pick an area that I would normally put like a little circle area, circle compound, and just not build it. Somebody died of old age. Only have 10 laborers right now, which is actually kind of low. 4,000 food, plenty of firewood. Also 625 in the trading post, ready to be used for the things. Right, so, okay, I'm just gonna have to pick a spot. We're gonna make a market. We'll just make one here. Let's get rid of this thing. So, the idea being what? What are we gonna... We're gonna put the houses? I forget, you know, it's been so long since I played the game. And there's also a number of videos back, comments about how the brick road is basically, since it doesn't use stone, it uses renewable resources. It takes more work, but there is value in it because, you know, you collect... What is it again? How do we make brick? It's like sand... So it's clay, firewood. Yeah. What you got for me? Some pork. Okay. Sure, I mean, we'll buy it. Whatever. How much does it all cost? $13.75. We've got that much. I'll give you 300... 345. It's close. Hey, get out of here. The mayor, the gatherer, has died of old age. Okay, so let's see. The market will allow us to have a lot more efficiency in like gathering resources, spreading out the different types of resources, getting tools and everything where they need to be. Anybody that lives within the circle will come to this marketplace for their goods rather than try to go elsewhere. And the market vendor guy will have the wheelbarrow so he can carry a ton more. Like I think it's 5 or 10 times as much as a normal person. So long term, I think we want to have... It's weird. It's like the market centralizes things, but then it also makes them get less work done because they live further from their job. But you kind of can't avoid it. Like using this thing, this is the best way to do it for as far as like getting the most out of these people. They just live and work right here. The problem is that when they decide that they want food and they can only find blueberries and onions here, then I guess they do end up wandering really far away to go find meat. Assuming they do eat meat. Or maybe they just have poor health. Maybe they just don't even eat they don't have access to it. Like, how's your health? It's pretty crap. They're probably just not even eating meat. I don't know exactly what the health does, though. Like, what's the difference between 4 hearts and 5 hearts? Do they work harder? Do they work less hard? Whatever. I need bricks so we can upgrade this house. I need glass and bricks. Let's check our inventory. Items in storage. You got 77 glass, 5 bricks. You need clay. Let's switch you over to clay for a bit. And I think we might even need to get a second shore house at this point. Oh, and somebody also... I'm sorry I keep saying that, but... Somebody had also mentioned that the charcoal burner is like stupidly good. Because it takes wood and like makes tons of coal. Like 8 of them at a time or something. So this is 48 stone, 28 iron. We have plenty of that stuff. And then 40 clay. Do we even have any clay right now? We have none. None clay. And clay is used for bricks. Let's not make bricks for a bit because I need that clay. Let's get a second shore house up. Remember, I had wanted to put one here, but it wouldn't fit anywhere along the coast. It's really quite annoying. It's very finicky. It really is. It's very finicky about where you can place it. Well, we know we're going to need lots of clay. So I guess we'll put down 3 of them. And eventually we'll be able to do those things. How's the market coming along? I feel like we're really struggling on logs. I'm gonna gather a couple more foresters. Labor count, I think it peaked at like 13, but we've gained food. We're still doing okay on firewood, but the issue is just getting those forests worked. I should probably pause some of these things so that they work in a way that makes sense. Like, we don't need the storage barn yet. We don't need all of the houses yet. Start with one stone house over here. And then over here, how's this little compound doing? It's only got the 2 houses, so if I checked, I have to imagine some of them are working from pretty far away. Yes, they are. But maybe that's okay. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm curious to see if that adding that storage barn over here has helped up here. Previous season, current season. I guess gotta give it a while, maybe to update it, but it should, within reason, I think, improve how well it functions. It makes sense. So, okay, all right. I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.